What's up, Dre?
We're freaks.
It's all luck.
Yeah, it's all luck.
First question. Go ahead, Tim.
Andre, the previous version of this franchise was 4 in a row, and then you went to the next 5, and now you guys go together.
Right.
What does it mean to you to not just be going back, but to be in a not a very big group that's been to 6 of these in a row?
I had a really good conversation with one of my mentors, and just talking about how blessed my career has been.
Next question, Tina.
I'm gonna finish your question.
Thank you.
But just really being blessed throughout my career, and realizing that and having that, understanding that's been mercy and grace that's been put upon me, and just the appreciation. It's been a tough ride. Being in the bubble, you go through ups and downs of the days. Got a group of friends, great family. Really got close with a few guys on the team, and we just kind of been holding each other stable. The funny thing is, once we get on that court, it's like go time. So it's almost like it's that release. You forget about everything else. You just kind of go into the zone, and that's your place. So that's your place of peace, really.
Let me follow up real quick. How long did it take you after you got there in February to figure out what you had in that room with these guys?
We were never a full team, which was interesting. Like, we never got a chance to have everybody. Like, the game before the season was paused. That was Tyler's first game, so getting acclimated with him and how he plays. And then coming into the bubble, Jimmy and Bam and Kendrick Nunn was out. And then early in the season, when I first got there, Jimmy was in and out a few times. And then Myers was never there. So we were never like with a full team. But once we got here, got the mini camp, we got some really good work in. And then we've just been building upon that ever since.
Question, Logan Murdoch.
Hey, Andre. Jimmy Butler has always been known for having a candid style of leadership. And I know you have a candid style of leadership when you're a leader. Why is that mode of being a leader so effective?
Yeah, I think it's just, I think with Jimmy, it's like a misconception. Like, Jimmy's like a good leader. Like, we haven't had any altercations. So I haven't experienced, and I don't think I will experience what other people are talking about. I think he just really wants to win. If anything, like, Bam is the guy who's getting on guys and in their faces. He's right here right now to do an interview, so I can get off the stage. Hopefully that's my last question. Come on, Bam.
Not yet, Andre. Next question, Mark Schwartz, ESPN.
Andre, Spo just called Bam an elite competitor, and he said he's going to be one of the league's great winners. Why is it that he will be one of the league's great winners?
That's something that never shows up in analytics, or doesn't show up on the stat sheets. And those guys that have a major impact on the game. And you might look at the stat sheet and say one game and say, wait, his numbers aren't crazy, but for some reason he had an imprint on the game. And and that's a kind of an issue we're having within the game of basketball, is that we dive too deep into numbers, and it's a feel to it as well. And I think that's why the Miami Heat have had success with the players they drafted, the players they acquired. I think they have this, they have their own formula in terms of what winning is, and there's a lot that goes into it. And they put you through that gauntlet to see what you have, and he's exceeded other people's expectations, but he hasn't exceeded his own expectations, which is the true meaning of a winner and a leader, is that he knows that he still has leaps and bounds that he can get to, and he's going to go after.
Next question, David Wilson.
Hey, Andre. Bam was pretty tough on himself after the game 2 nights ago, and then in the fourth quarter today, he kind of took over as a scorer in a way that I'm not sure we've really seen from him. What were the last 48 hours like for him coming into this, and just to see him take over a game as a scorer in the fourth quarter? What do you think of that?
He's just done a great job of understanding, like, okay, I could have had a bigger impact on the game, and I will make sure we get in a similar situation to make sure the opportunity presents itself to take over. And at such a young age, it's a unique position to be in. I had the unique opportunity to play in Philadelphia and kind of lead a team at age 23, 24. So wanting those pressure moments and wanting to excel in those pressure moments, not saying that I did or didn't, but you learn so much and you're so much better coming out of those situations when you just attack them head on and you're not afraid to fail. And that's another part of that winning formula. You know, one of those personality traits you have is not being afraid to fail. But like I said before, you put that work in, you know, you expect to get results. And I told the guys that too. I tell them every time, we work so hard, you might as well reap the benefits. And, you know, he's definitely doing that thus far, and he'll continue to get further.
Next question, Manny Navarro.
Hey, Andre, the 4 threes in the first, whatever it was, second and third quarter there, you know, to take those shots, make them, they're so big. Is it just something you were feeling pregame? Hey, I got my shot tonight. I'm gonna knock these threes down, or is it just one of those things that just happens in the flow of the game that you know, kind of just part of it the way it is?
Yeah, well, I've been shooting the ball, and my percentages haven't reflected, you know, the work that I've been putting in. But I mean, I know that, and it's like always the case around this time of the season, like end of the year. So that's another part of not being afraid to fail. You know, I laugh. I'm so old now, like I don't really care. But it's funny to me, like I was called like a non-shooter like my entire career, and then I didn't even know I made 1,000 threes for my career until the guys were joking about it. But that just shows like what I've tried to do throughout my career is get the most out of myself, get the most out of my game, and you know, reach my maximum potential. And hopefully that shows it. Something I always work. And then I got some good people in my corner I've been shooting with. My guy back home, Terrell, and then Robbie Fodder here, the shooting coach for the team, gave me like simplified like one thing, and it's really made a difference. And we've been talking about it, like the switch is right there. So tonight it helped us win. And you know, like once again, you put the work in, it'll come when it needs to come.
Thank you.
Super balls. We done.
The last question is Chris.